All right. So solve each system by substitution. All right, number 17. So remember, I have to think about what does substitution mean? Substitution means to substitute or to put it in place. So I have to replace what this y equals is this amount right here. I'm going to use a different color. Okay, so this right here is equal to y. And because that amount is equal to y, I can put it in for this y, not for negative y, because it's not equal to negative y. It's just equal to y. So I can put it right in there for that y, okay? So to do that, I have to rewrite this equation, only where it has y, I'm going to put this in there. But because it is an expression, I have to put it in parentheses. So let me do that. Negative x minus, I'm not going to write y, instead I'm going to write this amount right here in parentheses, 3x minus 6, okay, and then I'm going to write equals negative 2. So all I did is this is equal to y, so I just stuck it into that y, okay. So once I do that, now I just simply need to solve this equation. Well, this negative in front of a parentheses, I have to ask myself, what number is that? When there's just a negative, that is really a negative 1. Okay, you have to know that. So negative 1 times 3x is a negative 3x. And negative 1 times negative 6 is a positive 6. The negative x comes straight down, and the equals negative 2 comes straight down, because I didn't do anything with it when I distributed. So now to solve this, I once again need to see if I can simplify either side. Obviously, I cannot simplify this side, but I can over here because this negative x and this negative 3x are like terms. So I can combine them. I have to see this is a negative 1. Once again, it's always, if it's a negative in front of something, it's really negative 1. So negative 1 plus negative 3 is negative 4x plus 6 equals negative 2. Once I've done that, then I can say that this side cannot be simplified anymore. So I'm going to solve using inverses. So to get the 6 away, I'm going to minus 6, because the opposite of positive 6 is negative 6. So negative 4x equals negative 8. Now this is squished together, so that's multiplication, so I need to divide. I'm going to rewrite it kind of right here. I'm out of room. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 4. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. 1x is the same thing as x. And negative 8 divided by negative 4 is a positive 2. So we know that x is going to equal positive 2. And the only one that has x equal positive 2 is c. So the answer is most likely c. But I'm going to go ahead and solve it just to make sure I didn't make an error. Now that I know the x is equal to 2, I can put that in for this x right here. I can really do it for either x, but I'm going to put it in that one just to kind of make it simple. So I say y equals 3. I'm not going to write the x. Instead, I'm going to put the 2 in parentheses, minus 6. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Indeed, y is 0 on C. And I have verified that C is the correct answer. Okay. Number 18. On this one, this x is not solved for, and that y is not solved for. So I don't want to use either of those for the substitution. This y is solved for, so that's what I'm going to substitute in. I'm going to put this amount in for y. Even though it's in a different order, you're finding the one that's solved for. So it's going to go in for this y right here. It's not going to replace the 2 or the negative or any other piece. It's just going to replace the y because it equals y. All right? So I'm replacing it here. So this is the one I have to rewrite. So negative, oh, that was a bad. Let's try again. Negative x minus 2. And instead of putting y, I'm going to put a parentheses. I'm going to put negative 4x equals 0. All right? So I need to simplify this if I can. And once again, there's some distributing I can do here. So negative 2 times negative 4 is a positive 8x. This negative x comes straight down, and the equals 0 comes straight down. I can combine like terms here. Negative 1x plus 8x is a positive 7x equals 0. And then to get this x by itself, I need to divide by 7. And 0 divided by 7 is 0, so x is 0. The only one that has x being 0, because x is the first one, is a. So I really do believe the answer is a. But I'm going to verify it by taking this amount of 0 and putting it back in for this x right here. All right? So I'm going to rewrite this equation. Y equals -4, but I'm not going to put x. I'm going to put 0. And so what is -4 times 0? It is 0. And so 0, 0 is my answer. A is correct.